Now on 4 News Now at 6, some of President Trump's new tariffs are set to go into effect tomorrow.
It's our declaration of economic independence.
We'll break down how these new tariffs could drive up prices on everyday essentials and what it means for your wallet.
I'm tracking some evening rain showers right now before a warm-up on the way. I'll let you know if you can leave your jackets at home this weekend in the First Alert forecast.
Police say the number of young people committing violent crimes in Spokane is on the rise, while one county official says the pandemic is partially to blame. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
These tariffs are a disaster for the average American family.
We will fight to bring each of these tariffs to an end.
World leaders are vowing to fight the new tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump, some planning on taking legal action, while others, including Canada, imposing new tariffs of their own. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Derek Dice is off tonight. Many experts say that it's the American people who will be paying these tariffs, but the president says it will boost the American economy.
Markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom. And the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal?
We have team coverage tonight on how these tariffs will impact your already stretched budgets. We begin with Hunter Bertram with how we plan to track these tariffs' effects locally.
Many of you at home today are wondering how Trump's tariffs will impact items you pick up day to day at the store. Well, us with 4 News Now, we're going to be monitoring some of those basic household items you pick up day to day, seeing how the price goes up, down, stays the same over the next 30 days. Our first stop today, the grocery store.
The cost of groceries these days is truly overwhelming. Many of us find ourselves putting items back on the shelf because our dollars just don't stretch as far as they used to. Today, I picked up a gold pineapple from Mexico, and it set me back $4.99. Honestly, you probably can skip that pineapple without thinking twice, but what about your kid's birthday gift? Or when they outgrow their clothes, it's those little things that really add up.
Alrighty, so at Walmart, I grabbed a Barbie doll. This Barbie's made in Indonesia, and it cost me $10.97 today. I also grabbed this plain white tee. You can find them basically everywhere, and it cost me $6.98. This one's made in Jordan.
Depending on where stuff is made, it affects the prices. Like that t-shirt from Jordan, now it's going to hit a 20% tariff. If retailers pass that cost on to us, that $7 shirt will end up costing $1.50 more.
Another everyday item you might find yourself picking up is a light bulb for your car. Say your taillight goes out, you're going to have to go over to an auto parts store. Well, today I picked these up, and it cost me $7.99. These were made in China.
The worker who sold me those bulbs already says as of yesterday it's gone up in price, and it's just the beginning. That's why we're going to check back in 30 days to see how the prices of these products have changed, whether they've gone up, down, or stayed the same.
And Hunter Bertram joins us now in studio. So Hunter, people are watching you shopping today. They might have been right alongside you and wondering, why are you doing this?
Yeah, well, here at 4 News Now, we're trying to help you make sense of it all. We know all this information is extremely confusing, and Kirsten, the best way to make sense of it is for us and everyone at home is to buy products and then check back in some time and see how the price has changed. We believe in doing so, we'll be able to really, truly put real-world examples to how these tariffs are hitting our shelves. Kirsten?
And it's something that you can do at home as well, right along with our team here at 4 News Now. All right, Hunter, thank you. These tariffs are going to impact us in ways we might not even realize. The Spokane Transit Authority said today that they expect these tariffs to affect them, especially when it comes to maintenance costs. They're still figuring out all the details, but they believe their financial situation is strong enough to handle the impact. Well, this is part of the chart released by the White House that breaks down the reciprocal tariffs the president is imposing on different countries. The president says his tariffs are based on how much these countries tax imported goods from the U.S. The only problem is none of these numbers are actually based on foreign tariffs. According to the formula released by the White House, the tariff rate was calculated on the basis it would eliminate the U.S. trade deficit with each country. A trade deficit happens when a country buys more physical products from other countries than it sells to them. The Trump administration also broke down from their own formula by imposing tariffs on countries by more goods than we sell them. For example, according to the Department of Commerce, the U.S. has a $4.8 billion surplus with South and Central America, but all of them were hit with at least a 10% tariff. Multiple countries, including Canada, have announced that they plan on pushing back on the president's plan by placing their own tariffs on the U.S. For many farmers, this added cost could be devastating.
So, typical of the Pacific Northwest, 90%, or maybe in some cases you could argue with the classes of wheat that I grow, 100% of the wheat that I grow leaves the country for primarily Asian markets.
To hear why, one farmer says it's getting harder to convince the next generation to get into farming. Stick with us in the next 30 minutes for that story tonight at 6:30. As of now, we still don't know the full extent on this ongoing trade war, so we will continue to follow these stories. We'll bring you the latest right here on 4 News Now and on KXLY.com. Tonight, the Moses Lake School District will vote on whether to take legal action against the construction company that built an elementary school that's experiencing ongoing electrical issues. Because of these issues, the school district shut down Groff Elementary, forcing 400 students to be relocated to other schools for the rest of the school year. The school has experienced electrical issues since it opened in 2021. We'll bring you the results of tonight's vote, both on TV and on KXLY.com. The school district will also be holding a press conference tomorrow morning, and you can stream it on your connected TV by using the KXLY Plus app starting at 10:30. We have more rain on the way before plenty of sunshine and a major warm-up. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
Well, the sunshine is kicking off a little early here in Spokane. What a beautiful view over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Some of the more ominous-looking clouds are deflating as we lose our daytime heating, but there are still some showers to be found around the region. As we zoom out here on our Doppler radar, you can see a little bit of wet weather down on the Idaho and Washington Palouse, watching some shower activity around the Pullman area, and it has fallen in a variety of forms. We have taken reports of snow at noon, graupel, rain, and right now mainly dealing with rain down on the Palouse. Further to the south, some showers just to the south and west of Pullman, heading down around Mayview and Almota. And as we take a look at our forecast radar, those showers will be tapering off very quickly, and we will be clearing for a chilly night around the region. Most locations getting down below freezing. In your evening forecast, clear skies through the evening with light winds. We'll be in the 30s by 11 o'clock, heading down to the 20s in many locations, and then that warm-up kicks in. I'll tell you all about it coming up in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, Spokane is dealing with a youth crime issue, and one law enforcement agency says the crimes aren't being committed and they are becoming more severe. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yards joins us live in studio tonight with data on youth crime rates in recent years. Now, Alexandra, what stands out here?
Kirsten, this data is from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, and I want you to take a look right here at aggravated assaults. You can see it going up from 2021 to last year by 10. Aggravated assaults are more violent and often involve a weapon. So you might be asking yourself, what is the reason behind this? I took that question to the place where these teenagers go after they are arrested.
The Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center says that while it has seen an increase of teens coming in recent years, those numbers are still lower than before the pandemic. But what they are seeing is a concerning change in behavior.
We're seeing a lot more violence, aggression, just some brazen behaviors and just disregard, overall disregard.
Tori Peterson is the director of the Spokane Juvenile Detention Center. Peterson says the kids she sees have often gone through childhood trauma. COVID coming on top of that could have been the recipe for disaster.
The isolation, the uncertainty, and then in underprivileged areas, they're confined to spaces.
The Spokane Police Department and Spokane County Sheriff's Office say this rise in juvenile crimes has been seen and felt in the last few years. For Sheriff John Knowles, accountability is the answer.
We have to start telling kids, listen, there's going to be significant consequences for these crimes you're committing.
At the Spokane County Detention Center, the age of those coming in has gone down, with some as young as 12 being detained. For Peterson, this is why early intervention is crucial.
I think we need to understand as a community, we are seeing some scary behaviors and the violence is going up. Locking kids away is not the answer.
Instead, Peterson advocates for more resources to help these teenagers. SPD says it has also seen an increase in juvenile crimes in recent years, but did not have any data to share at this time. Live in studio tonight, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thank you. A Post Falls man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend pleaded not guilty today, even though court records state the murder was caught on a Ring camera. This is Jason Rook, the man accused of this murder. He sat in the courtroom this morning in handcuffs and a red jail-issued jumpsuit. Rook waited patiently for the judge to enter before his lawyer pleaded not guilty on his behalf. Judge Ross Pittman scheduled his trial to begin September 2nd. A complaint filed with the Office of Civil Rights within the Department of Education is asking for an investigation into Washington's law that allows transgender athletes to compete against girls. The conservative Christian group Alliance Defending Freedom filed that complaint, representing 2 girls who run track in Eastern Washington. Jordan Smith is in studio tonight to break it all down for us. Jordan.
Well, Kirsten, that complaint was filed by a senior at Prosser High School and a freshman at Gonzaga Prep. The 2 claim that their civil rights have been violated by having to compete against a transgender athlete. That athlete is East Valley's Veronica Garcia, who won the state championship in the 400-meter race last year. The WIAA's current policy shows that if a student identifies as a girl, they can compete with girls. This complaint wants the Department of Education to withhold federal funding if Washington does not comply with the president's executive order when it comes to only biological girls competing with one another. The association is slated to vote on April 9th next week on whether or not they would amend its rules to allow only biological females to compete in the girls' sports. But because of state law, even if that amendment passes, they say it cannot be enforced, something we'll be keeping an eye on moving forward. Kirsten, I'll send it back to you.
Jordan, thank you. Some lawmakers want to allow young teens to work longer hours and even overnight without mandatory breaks. We'll explain why they're even considering changing the law in the first place. And federal funding freeze hits local libraries and museums. Grant delays leave community projects in limbo. How one Spokane museum and rural libraries could be impacted.
And Native athletes across the U.S. have traveled here to Spokane County to participate in the Battle of the Nations basketball tournament. We'll show you how they're kicking off the games tonight, coming up.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Alpha Omega Tours.
At Floor & Home, we know nothing brings people together like sharing a great meal. That's why we partnered with Generation Alive to fight hunger here in Spokane by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
This super weekend, the Cal Cars Super Stores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
Spokane Riverkeeper and the Salish School of Spokane are connecting kids with the Spokane River. Through hands-on river science, kids are learning to protect the water.
We protect and restore the Spokane River for future generations. These students carry the language and history of the land, and their voice reminds us why this work matters.
Numerica is honored to donate $2,500 to Spokane Riverkeeper and Salish School of Spokane. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
What about now? Is that what a thief looks like? Eyes were softer. Can I just... This is him. This is the guy. You need an eye exam. Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. That way you don't miss important details like faces. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
At Floor & Home, we know nothing brings people together like sharing a great meal. That's why we partnered with Generation Alive to fight hunger here in Spokane by donating a portion of our sales. Love the home and community you live in.
Welcome back. The Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture is always looking for new ways to showcase and preserve its artistic materials. In 2024, the museum submitted a grant proposal to the Institute of Museums and Library Services for a project that would help preserve their massive photo collection. But earlier this week, all IMLS employees were put on leave, leaving this proposal up in the air. Mary Sheridan spoke with the museum and a local library to learn more about the impact of this federal funding freeze.
The Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture is proud to preserve the heritage of the Inland Northwest. In 2021, the Institute of Museums and Library Services helped them replace out-of-date collection software and develop a digital preservation policy and plan with a grant valued at more than $240,000. In 2024, the MAC applied for another grant, this time to preserve their photographic collection of 20,000 nitrate and acetate negatives. But now, the federal agency has put all of its employees on leave, so it's not clear where the museum goes from here with this project. The Spokane County Library District has seen the benefits of this funding too.
You expect a book from the library, but these other things help reinforce the concepts that kids can learn in the books.
Federal grants paid for these well-loved STEM kits, Wi-Fi hotspots, and iPads and Chromebooks, all available for the community to check out. If funds from the IMLS were lost, Spokane Valley Library's executive director says day-to-day operations would continue thanks to taxpayers, but community enhancement projects would be impacted.
We lose sort of that innovative opportunity those grant funds provide for us to kind of stretch the boundaries of what libraries can do and offer those services in new and responsive ways to the needs of the community.
And Rowie says the impact may be harder for rural branches, which rely on these funds more directly for things like database consortiums and ebooks.
Those are resources or programs at risk if this funding goes away. There's a lot of uncertainty at the federal and state level right now what that means, and how that filters down to local level is really going to depend on what the individual needs and experiences of those local libraries are from the state and federal levels.
Reporting in Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Beautiful Friday on the way, but it is going to be chilly in the morning. We'll start the day off at 31 in Spokane. Many locations will be down in the 20s. We're heading up to a high of 56, a little above average with blue skies, sunshine, and light winds. There is some rain showing up in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know when to expect its return after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Plant Farm.
This super weekend, the Cars Super Stores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
The DQ Freezer is opening again to bring back our most wished-for Blizzard flavor.
Freezer clear?
Just in time for our 85th birthday.
I wonder what it's going to be. I wish that it... You can't say a wish out loud. It won't come true.
The Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat is back, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. All that's missing is a candle.
This is what I wish for.
Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can stir a sense of wonder, can make a ride go smoothly, and make a smile stretch ear to ear. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch. When a touch is all in good fun, Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heel and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Cooney County Fairgrounds. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
We're already looking forward to Friday, and it is Thursday. I have to kind of remind myself and all of you at home.
I feel like I've been looking forward to Friday since Monday when I came in and looked at the forecast and was like, Yahoo! And boy, it is holding tight. And as we take a look at live conditions right now, really the nice weather is already starting. That is a beautiful sunset there in Spokane, 46 degrees. I guess our sunset's still more than an hour away. 42 right now in Coeur d'Alene. Cloudy skies. In the last hour, we had a shower move through Coeur d'Alene, but those skies will be clearing and temperatures will be dropping. Here's a look at Friday morning's lows across the region. 29 in Deer Park, 28 degrees in Spirit Lake. We'll also be in the 20s in Hayden and Spangle. Throughout the Spokane area, temperatures below freezing, including 31 in Meade, 31 at Fairchild Air Force Base, and 31 in Spokane Valley. Meanwhile, around the region, 20s in Winthrop and Colville, Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint tomorrow morning, 37 in Lewiston, but in the 20s in St. Mary's as well as Kellogg. Then we warm up nicely during the day. We'll be in the mid to upper 50s through North Idaho and extreme eastern Washington, 62 in Lewiston and Grand Coulee, and this is just the beginning. Even warmer weather on the way for Saturday and Sunday with just as much sunshine right around the Spokane area, mid to upper 50s around the entire I-90 corridor. Meanwhile, taking a look at our satellite and radar, we've had a northerly flow today that allowed a weak disturbance to pass through that produced those showers falling in a variety of forms, and there's still a few sprinkles hanging on over parts of the Palouse. These showers will be clearing out, skies will be clearing tonight, and this northerly flow is going to be replaced by a nice ridge of high pressure starting Friday and continuing through the weekend. Here's Saturday at 9 a.m. High pressure, blue skies, sunshine. Then we get into Sunday and this cold front approaches. Here's Monday at 6 in the morning. Now the clouds will start increasing with this approaching system as early as the second part of the day on Sunday. The showers arrive on Monday. Rain to start the day, and then more showers as we get into the afternoon. It's also going to impact our temperatures. We go from 67 on Sunday back down into the mid-50s for the first part of the week next week, but then we rebound back up into the 60s by Thursday. Best chance of rain will be on Monday with lingering showers on Tuesday, and then we begin drying out again. Big spring break week for many kids, and it looks like there's really only one indoorsy day so far. Kirsten?
We'll be right back after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The smart thermostat just got smarter, and Bill's Heating and AC wants you to experience the difference. For a limited time, get the brand new Base Smart Thermostat free with every full system tune-up. And that tune-up is just $59. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, total control of your home's comfort, and prevent costly breakdowns, all with one phone call. Call 208-777-5528 to claim this limited time offer.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 10th. A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Dispatch says our hijacker already stabbed one hostage. Let me talk to him. He's gonna need a hospital.
I make the rules here, okay?
She just became another hostage.
911, all new tonight on ABC.
At Finley Downtown Toyota, we know that every journey begins with trust. That's why every new vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care's complimentary roadside assistance. From daily commutes to weekend adventures, Finley Toyota has what you need to keep you moving. Because peace of mind should come standard. Visit Finley Downtown Toyota today, where we take care of you so you can take care of what matters most.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Around the nation, how young is too young to work long hours? It's a question that's ignited debate in Florida because of a recent bill in the state Senate. The bill lawmakers are advancing would loosen restrictions on teen work hours in the state. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez explains why this change is being considered in the first place.
Last year, the Republican-led state legislature passed a law allowing parents, guardians, or school superintendents to waive the 30-hour work week limit for 16 and 17-year-olds during the school year. Now, this new proposal aims to do away with more child labor restrictions.
For the owners of this classic America soda fountain in Tallahassee, loosening restrictions on child labor makes some sense.
Getting that half-hour break exactly at 4 hours or exactly at the right time so we don't violate is really hard to schedule.
Girl, puppy. For other business owners, it raises alarms.
We just hope it's not going to lead to kids having to make a tough decision as to whether they need to work or they can do those, things that everybody wants to do when they're kids.
A bill making its way through the Florida legislature would allow 16 and 17-year-olds to work more than 8 hours on a day when school is scheduled the next day and work over 30 hours a week during the school year without mandated meal breaks, and removes overnight work restrictions on 14 and 15-year-olds who are homeschooled, attend virtual school, or have already graduated. Governor Ron DeSantis argues this will help fill positions left by deported migrants.
What's wrong with expecting our young people to be working part-time now? I mean, that's how it used to be when I was growing up.
Do you believe that this bill would have an impact on a child's development?
Absolutely, because we already are seeing high levels of absenteeism.
Sadaf Knight with the Florida Policy Institute says children can already work longer hours through a waiver process involving parents, guardians, or a school superintendent.
Parents are essentially being excluded from the process of the decision-making around how long and how much their kids work.
The number of child labor violations in Florida has nearly tripled in recent years, according to the U.S. Department of Labor Statistics. Legislative analysis of the bill says it will increase opportunities to generate income for certain individuals and employers and could have a positive economic impact on the private sector. If passed, the law will take effect July 1st. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Still ahead here on 4 News Now, proposed Medicaid changes could impact patients and caregivers. Why some say it could make finding care even harder. Coming up. And we're just a few hours away from the latest wave of tariffs imposed by President Trump. Hear how this trade war could impact local roasters and wheat farmers after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Tomorrow morning, what does Elizabeth Moss and the cast of The Handmaid's Tale want you to know about the final season?
Don't cut this part, okay? This is all going on the air.
What will they reveal?
It's just the emotion of it is so close.
Don't miss them on
Good Morning America.
We're on with what's new this morning. What's happening now.
And what's next for you.
Get what's new now and next at 5 and 6 a.m. right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Over the last 63 years, we've helped so many customers. Our local owners and staff enjoy helping you select the right tire for your needs and budget.
That's right. And with Cooper Tire and other quality brands, we're still the price leaders with exceptional service, selection, and warranties.
Get special Cooper Tire pricing right now during our Perfection Anniversary celebration.
We offer free services with every tire purchase, extending the quality and life of your vehicle.
Nobody beats perfection.
What have we got? The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low. Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
When I became president, I asked about the secrets. Aliens, Bigfoot, who killed JFK.
The president was trying to warn me. He knew something.
The biggest secret in the history of mankind. Right under your nose.
What aren't you telling me?
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, continuing our coverage on the impacts of the tariffs. When it comes to them, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding how they will impact the prices of everyday items. Local businesses who sell the items you eat, drink, or use every day are bracing for impact. Madeline Mullins joins us in studio now and has more on how businesses are preparing for the changes.
Well, coffee is something many of you drink every day, whether you're making it at home or treating yourself to an iced latte. But the coffee shops I spoke to today tell me that regardless of how you get your pick-me-up every morning, you will see changes. That is because most of the coffee we drink here in the United States comes from other countries like Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Those countries now facing tariffs between 10 and 46%.
Can't really grow coffee in the United States, so it's going to have a pretty big impact. And coffee provides over 2.2 million jobs in the United States, and so it's going to impact a lot of lives and a lot of livelihoods.
And if you're thinking to yourself, coffee is already pretty expensive, you're not wrong. Coffee shops tell me prices have been rising and that they anticipate that to continue to happen.
We raised our prices a little bit in January every year, but then we also did a little bit of a bump in the spring as well, just in anticipation of knowing that there could be some more price increases this year. And so I think you're going to see that other coffee shops and a lot of my colleagues have already planned on raising prices slightly.
And not only do the beans come from other countries, so do the equipment used to roast and grind the beans and brew the coffee, which is why those in the coffee business tell me that consumers can expect to see prices go up. And it's not just coffee shops that are preparing for the tariffs. So are local farmers who could be impacted both by an increase in the material they buy and potential retaliatory tariffs that could be set on their goods. One wheat farmer I spoke to today tells me that an increase on prices on material like fertilizer and tractors, coupled with the risk of retaliatory tariffs that would impact around 90% of his product, is a concern.
World wheat scenario is pretty competitive, and just a few pennies here and there can make a difference as to whether or not the United States or the Pacific Northwest gets a sale or not. And so anything that would decrease the competitiveness of our wheat is a concern.
Andrew Juris is telling me that many of his peers are considering leaving the farming business because of the status of the agriculture industry. And again, farmers I spoke to today who sell their product locally say that they expect prices to go up as imported goods become scarce and the demand for local produce increases. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. Let's send it over now to Chris with another live, gorgeous look outside.
Yeah, it is a beautiful evening. It is
cool outside and going to be cooler as we head into the overnight and temperatures drop into the 20s and low 30s. This is the view over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, and the clouds have been clearing through the evening. It is going to be a beautiful sunset over the region. Here's a look at our Doppler radar, and the last of a few showers are coming to an end over the Palouse. We have one area of shower activity just to the south and west of St. Mary's, another that is sinking to the south of Moscow and Pullman. Otherwise, we will begin drying out around the region and clearing out for that cold night. Our high temperatures today, quite a variation. You can see where we had more showers than others. It was sunny, dry, and warm in Omak, Wenatchee, Moses Lake, and the Tri-Cities. 56 in Ritzville. The further east you go, the more showers we've had, and even some snow and some graupel today. Temperatures were in the 40s in Coeur d'Alene. Highs or low temperatures around the region tomorrow morning will be in the 20s and low 30s in many locations. Most areas will be getting down below freezing, but then we warm up to a high of 56. Blue skies and sunshine, light winds. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
We'll see you then, Chris. Thank you. Artificial intelligence is quickly becoming a part of regular daily life. From social media scrolling to security to healthcare, the technology is being used just about everywhere. For students, teachers, and administrators, AI has opened up a whole new world of teaching. Spokane Public Schools is embracing the perks of the technology while coaching kids through the flaws. North Central Humanities teacher Marina Gruis says she teaches her students to complete their assignments by themselves. And when they're done, she guides students through ways they can make their work stronger with the help of generative AI like ChatGPT.
We also have to teach them the flaws of AI. It's a very codependent relationship. It just wants to make you happy, and so it might even deliver you incorrect information.
Across the district, Spokane Public Schools carefully monitor student use of AI. Teachers can track and block it on school computers. The district also has its own AI tools that they can control. You can find the full story from Good Morning Northwest reporter Allison Martinez on our website, KXLY.com.
It's the saddest thing. Yeah, it's the saddest thing. My only intention was to keep it. My intention was to keep it here forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And that's just not going to be the case.
Well, you just heard from Soulful Soup's owner, Laura Dorenzo, who says her restaurant is closing its doors for good. Dorenzo's been trying for years to find a new owner for the business, hopeful someone else could keep the restaurant going. But she says the building's new owner doesn't plan on renewing Soulful Soup's lease. The restaurant that's been a staple on Howard for a quarter century, the latest to close its doors and pack up shop.
Yeah, look at my street right now. Like Wild Dogs is closed, the pho place is closed, Rite Aid's closed. Behind me, we had the food truck establishment that's closed.
Well, you still have some time to enjoy their delicious soup and beer bread. The final day will be in 2 weeks, April 17th. Heat Praxia, a sauna studio in Coeur d'Alene, has reopened this week after being closed for over a year. In 2024, a January freeze caused a pipe to burst in their original location and destroyed their entire business. Today, as one of Heat Praxia's partners gave us a tour of the new studio, she was beaming with joy. At the new location, the studio and some of its saunas now offer stunning views of the lake, as you just saw. When we first met with Heat Praxia last year, they were uncertain if they would ever be able to reopen. But now they've expanded with a larger space, additional saunas, and a lot more here. Heat Praxia says many of its customers come for pain relief, and it's exciting to serve them again.
The hardest out of everything was to not be serving, to just see them come back through the doors, like huge smiles on their faces, and they leave almost floating, you know, it's amazing.
You can find more information on Heat Praxia on our website, KXLY.com. Federal changes to Medicaid could be on the horizon, with Congress looking to reduce spending by $880 billion. Local caregivers are worried about changes to Medicaid eligibility and coverage. Derek Strom spoke with a caregiver about how Medicaid could affect her and her clients.
Just in our state alone, all of those clients, what happens to them?
People that rely on Medicaid for health care coverage and caregivers who work with clients on Medicaid are equally concerned with the future of the program.
So if the funding doesn't allow for the programs that we work through, many of us will have to supplement, and that's a much bigger deal for family providers than it is even for individuals.
Congress is looking to cut hundreds of billions in spending, and it's unlikely Medicaid won't be impacted in some way. That could look similar to the way Idaho proposed changing the eligibility requirements for Medicaid, but caregivers like Julie Sparkman work with clients on Medicaid that might not be able to get the care they need without the program.
These are programs that work long term. Those investments create a world where you can fulfill your greatest potential.
Many of the caregivers represented by SEIU are worried about the federal government potentially making cuts to Medicaid and how that could affect their livelihood and the people that they care for.
That's a concern for me. If I'm not funded in the program, then I have to still pay bills.
Sparkman is worried changes to Medicaid will lead to a mass exodus of caregivers, and she worries about people taking care of family members that need home care.
If you have to supplement your income with work outside of the home, the whole point of you being able to stay home and take care of her is so she has care.
Yeah.
And that was Derek Strom reporting. The Spokane Chiefs are back for Game 4, the first round of the WHL playoffs.
They faced the Vancouver Giants, and they need a win to take a commanding 3-1 lead. Sydney Berger brings us everything you need to know pregame coming up in just a few minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Emergency. Please report to MeTV immediately.
All right. We'll be there in a second.
Watch weekdays on MeTV 4.2.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Right now, experience the One Effect in store and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur Casino Thursday, April 10th. A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez live at the Coeur Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze, live at the Coeur Casino Thursday, July 3rd. Visit the Coeur Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Don't worry, it's just me. It's Chad from the Easy Home Buyer.
Selling your home doesn't have to be scary. At the Easy Home Buyer, we make it simple, fast, and hassle-free, so you can focus on your next chapter.
It's time to keep those New Year's resolutions going at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, join the gym that can help you reach your goals at Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
This super weekend, the Cal Cars Super Stores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
With expert advice and an amazing selection of flooring, it's easy to see yourself enjoying your perfect floors.
Right now, experience the One Effect in store and save big with special financing.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
Spokane Chiefs return to the ice tonight to face the Vancouver Giants, seeking that 3-1 lead in the first round of the playoffs. And we have sports reporter Sydney Berger live in Spokane Arena ahead of this big-time matchup in Sydney. The Chiefs are awfully close to potentially advancing. Just how big would the series win be?
Yeah, it's the first round of the Western Hockey League playoffs. That is a round the Spokane Chiefs are desperately trying to move past. They haven't won a first-round playoff series since their 2018-2019 season, so they're trying to take a giant step towards that goal in Game 4 against the Vancouver Giants tonight. The Chiefs have won the first 2 games of this series. Those 2 were on the road against Vancouver, and now bringing this series to Spokane has actually swung the momentum in the wrong direction. They fell last night to the Giants and are now 2-1 on the series. They were, however, missing their leading goal scorer, Andrew Cristall, last night due to a 1-game suspension, so having him back might be the edge they need to secure that first home playoff win in 6 years. So obviously a lot on the line tonight, a chance to go up 3-1 in the series against the 6th-seeded Vancouver Giants, and the win tonight gives them the ability to seal the series this weekend. Again, the loss last night forces that Game 5 that's going to be happening here on Saturday. Puck drop here is just about a few minutes away, 7:05. Fans are starting to pile in here. We're going to bring you all the highlights tonight on 4 News Now Nightside starting at 11. Live inside the Spokane Arena, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Thank you very much, Sydney. And basketball season may be wrapped for our local teams, but the transfer portal never sleeps. Gonzaga women's 3-point stud Claire O'Connor entered her name into the transfer portal today, joining Bree Sallenbein as the second Zag in the portal. O'Connor averaged just shy of 8 points and 4 rebounds a game, a starter across 29 games this season, but she saw her role go down with Sallenbein and Taylor Dalton returning from injuries. She still has 2 years of eligibility remaining. But some positive news does come for the Zags today. Seniors Yvonne Ejim, Mott Hybens, plus freshman Allie Turner all earning Coach's All-American honorable mention nods. It's Ejim's 3rd honorable mention spot earned, not too surprising for, and it's the first time since 2023 where the Zags earned multiple Coach's All-Americans. Ejim was actually the only official finalist for any of these All-America spots. Her spot was announced last week. Spokane Indians are just one more sleep away from beginning their 2025 season back at Avista Stadium, but today we learned that Jordy Vargas will start for Spokane. First time pitching since the first half of 2023. He's been out since, recovering from Tommy John surgery, and Vargas specializes with a nasty curveball. He's one of the best-rated pitching prospects in the entire Colorado Rockies system. Indians play the Everett Aqua Sox for the first of a rare 3-game series. Most series over the year are in chunks of 6 games. Spokane went 16-12 against Everett last season, including their regular season road finale and first pitch in Spokane tomorrow at 6:35 p.m., a night with fireworks and a Magnets schedule giveaway. Spokane Zephyr return to the pitch tonight, taking on Brooklyn FC right across the street from us. Spokane is in 6th of 8 teams, not great, 10 points below the playoff line, 11 behind Brooklyn in 3rd. Score still 0-0 in the first half. We'll have highlights of the rest coming up on Nightside. And going back to the Indians, I hear, Kirsten, that you will be the first pitch of the game. Is that right? You nervous for it?
That's for Saturday, though. Thank goodness it's not the real home opener.
I mixed it up. I'd be way more nervous for that.
Right? Because that's fireworks night.
I was thinking, oh my goodness.
And a free magnet night. It's going to be packed. People love something free. But come on Saturday, too. It'll be a good time.
Come every game.
Yeah. We want to show you now a live look at the grand ceremony for Battle of the Nations at the Spokane Tribe Casino. Native athletes from different Native American tribes across the U.S. have traveled to Spokane for the 6th annual Battle of the Nations basketball tournament. Marissa Rio is live there from the grand ceremony. So Marissa, tell us more about how they're kicking off this tournament tonight.
That's right, Kirsten. All right behind me is the grand opening ceremony to kick off these games that will begin tomorrow morning. Right now, the teams just walked outside. I'm going to take a step out of the way. They are about to enter the Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. They will be displaying their flags. I see one person coming in now. There will be 64 teams in the men's tournament this year, and for the first time ever, there's a women's tournament with 32 teams set to compete. Games will be double elimination, and a champion will be crowned on Sunday. I asked the founder of this tournament, who is part of the Spokane Tribe, what his favorite part of the tournament was, and he said having all of the different nations come together on ancestral land to compete. Now, the teams should be coming in here any minute. I'll take a couple seconds so you can see some of them come in. Seems like they might be just a few seconds. I'm going to enjoy tonight's ceremony, so I'll send it back to you, Kirsten, in the studio. Live from the Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
that excitement tonight on Nightside. Thank you, Marissa.
Looking forward to that. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a chilly Friday morning. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s and lower 30s, most locations below freezing. Sunny and warmer then during the day on Friday, heading into a beautiful weekend. There is rain on the way for Monday. I'll be back with that, and we'll look at the mountains and our snowpack after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bill's Heating and AC is making it easier than ever to stay comfortable at home. For a limited time, get a full system tune-up for only $59. And we'll include a free smart thermostat. That's right, top quality HVAC service and a smart thermostat, all for just $59. So stay comfortable, save money, and gain 24/7 monitoring and control of your home's comfort by calling 208-777-5528 and scheduling your $59 HVAC tune-up today.
This year, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale where you can save store-wide up to 70% off clearance items. And new markdowns are arriving daily as we clean out the warehouses with big savings on closeouts, ding and dents, and floor model furniture at garage sale prices. Plus, special financing is available, so you can save big now and pay over time. But you better hurry. These deals will go fast. This week at Walker's.
What if you could get brand new windows, entry doors, or patio doors now and pay nothing for 18 months? That's right. Pay nothing until October 2026. No money down, no payment, and no interest. Zero, zilch, nada. Don't wait. Your home deserves this upgrade, and your wallet will thank you. This deal is here for a limited time only. Call Renewal by Anderson today and get 20% off your entire project.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Coeur. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Cooney County Fairgrounds. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
With new vehicle prices on the rise and gas prices going up, now more than ever, the new Honda lineup at Findlay Honda Spokane is the smart decision to buy. Rated as a top 5 purchase from Consumer Reports last year, the Honda pricing for a new vehicle like this CR-V, married with one of the best resale values and owner satisfaction, makes buying a Honda the best buy in today's market. So do your homework and come take a test drive at Findlay Honda Spokane, the smart place to buy.
Now you can listen to a podcast version of Nightline, available free wherever you listen.
Kirsten, where did Derek say he was going to be today? Did he call in sick? Was he on a special assignment?
He's going from one extreme to the other, it seems. But both are going to be fabulous.
A well-deserved break, and this is how an early spring break started for Derek. He told me he was going to Mount Spokane. I said, please send me photos, and he did. Gorgeous view today from Mount Spokane. I love the sun up at the Vista House, and then looking into North Idaho, the more ominous clouds. Just a beautiful shot there. He also sent this image. You can see the either rain, snow, or graupel in the distance. We've seen it all in the valleys, and the bright sunshine up on the nice soft snow. If you're going skiing this weekend, it's best to get an early start. Things start to get a little too sloppy in the late afternoons on these sunny days. Everybody is still open. Most are open at least through the second week of April. Check out their websites. There are not only amazing deals on season passes. Now is the time to buy for next year. If you want a season's pass, they're as cheap as they're going to get. And but also deals for spring break, including some free skiing for kids, some fun events. This is just a wonderful time to be up on the slopes. Just a few more weeks to go. Meanwhile, another important aspect of that snow in the mountains, checking in on our snowpack, thanks to meteorologist Matt Gray for making this graphic. not bad. Anytime we're above 90%, that's all right. We'll take it, and doesn't look like we're going to melt anything especially quickly going into April. One area of concern is that Upper Columbia Basin at only 79% of average, and then the lower Snake, you don't have to go very far to find 121% of average, but averaged out over the entire region, we're not in too bad a shape. Our Spokane Basin, for example, at 93% of average. Here's the lowest that it's ever been. The highest goes off the map, but we're not too far from where we would expect to be. Still a little bit of snow falling in the mountains, but it's not going to amount to much, and high pressure is building in over the region, which is going to keep things warm and dry for the weekend. Our next round of precipitation in the form of rain moves in on Monday. A chance of showers Tuesday, and then we begin drying out again Wednesday into Thursday. Kirsten?
All right, thank you, Chris. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Then what about the moment when you actually realize that you're not here by accident? That there is a God that really loves you so much that sent his son on a rescue mission for you.
This is something special.
We're going to do this.
On the other side of temporary pain, you meet your other self.
God is setting you up to be blown away.
At Denver Mattress, comfort comes easy, but peace of mind is a bit tricky. And no, we can't give you a bedside psychoanalyst. Beat it, Sigmund. But you can rest easy knowing every mattress is backed by our 365-night Better Sleep guarantee. And during the spring clearance sale, find huge savings on clearance throughout the store, like up to 50% off select Sealy hybrid mattresses. Or score 48 months no interest and free shipping. Comfort, peace of mind, and a great night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
This super weekend, the Cars Super Stores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
Next, ET.
It's big, it's loud.
Hemsworth, Halle, exclusive details about their new movie, Together.
You're gonna get it.
Plus, Naomi Watts and Bill Murray.
That's enough.
Yes.
Next, ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
4 News Now and STCU are teaming up for a one-day Coats for Kids closet cleanout.
Gather up your gently used winter jackets and donate them Thursday, April 17th. Go to KXLY.com for a list of STCU locations.
Some breaking news just into the newsroom. The Moses Lake School Board voted to take legal action against the contractor who built Groff Elementary. The school has been shut down for the rest of the year because of electrical issues. We'll have much more tonight on Nightside.